Hey, what's up, everybody? TJ BHCP here. I'm a pastor in Wyoming, and I make videos about the Bible, Bibles, and my everyday life as a pastor. And today I wanted to make a video that I've been talking about really all of 2023, and that is what is in my Pastors EDC bag. Before we get started, I want to tell you, so the bag that we're going to go over is this backpack, but I do change bags from time to time, and I go anywhere from that backpack to this bag to my little bag. So I have 3 different bags that I use. The little bag is for like just Sunday stuff when I need just the basics. That middle bag is when I need a little less, and then the big bag, the backpack, is when I need a little more. So anytime I'm traveling or maybe even going to the office, depending on the needs, that big bag is the one that goes with me. Right now, it's going with me, the backpack, just because I added some new stuff recently. But let's jump into what I carry and why I carry it. First things first, just the bag. It's just a very basic, simple backpack that you can get on Amazon, just gray. We got that just when I was looking for a new backpack. I wanted something a little smaller, yet with a lot of compartments so that I can carry a lot of stuff. Since then, again, I've changed between a couple different bags, some satchel stuff, whatever. Let's jump into the contents of that bag, and we'll go from the back pocket to the smallest pocket in the front. This bag has a lot of compartments, a lot of stuff going on in it. So it has the main compartment, the main back compartment, middle, a small one here, small front, and even smaller front, and then it has a kind of a stash compartment back here. And in that back stash compartment, I don't think right now I have anything. Normally what I will do is if we're traveling, I'll put like a wallet or insurance stuff in that pocket just to keep it safe. But we're going to start this now from this forward. So this biggest back pocket is where I keep all of my tech. So my computer, anything like that. The first thing up is the computer that I use with me and take with me all the time. Currently, with the setup that I think I'm going to use, it's going to stay in this home office and kind of just run if I need any more for intense. But this is the MacBook Air with the M1 chip. I love this computer. The keyboard is incredible. The battery life is great. The screen is amazing. I absolutely love this computer. I use this for intense things like video editing. I use it for some design if I'm doing any thumbnails or anything like that. Now, here's the thing. The next device can also do that, and I do a lot of that on it. But this is if I just need a little more, whether it's screen real estate or just a little more high-intensity production, if you will, this is what I go with. Especially for video editing or anything like that, this is the device that you will find me using. The next thing that's in this pocket is my iPad. Now, recently I upgraded my iPad because my other one was cracked, broken, and I used my iPad for a while as just a screen to preach off of or to take notes randomly. I did try to go full digital for a while, and that just didn't work. I had to go back to pen and paper. But when I got my new MacBook like a year ago, I kind of went more to that. There was a time where I was using my iPad for most of my stuff. Today, with the iPad that I upgraded to, this is the iPad Air, and this is the iPad Air with the M1 chip. This thing is amazing. It's fast. It's powerful, it's all that stuff, and it's light and compact and portable. Now, I carry this in this ESR Folio keys case. So it has a full keyboard, the trackpad, all that functionality works great, just like you would want it to. With trackpad support and that kind of stuff on the Mac or on the iPad, this turns it into like a really small MacBook. So I want to share with you real quick kind of just some of the stuff that I have on here for work and for that kind of stuff, like what I use. The main apps that I use are on the dock. I use my Notes app here. It's different than the Apple iPad Notes. It's not Apple Notes. It's different. And I use it for a couple different things. So like here, we have a funeral that I'm doing and went to plan. There's leadership, like our fall focus conference stuff. It's where I took down notes for that. And that's kind of just what I use. Random, this is what I need, and I want it to be real quick, real easy, real simple. Boom, that's what I use. And I have random apps up top. YouTube Studio I do some stuff with, various apps like that. And then I have my calendar, Safari, the Bible, to my 2 email clients that I use, Canva, which is where I edit any thumbnails or do anything like that, Discord, Facebook Messenger, and Word. I do use Word on my devices. I don't use Apple's proprietary like Word app. I use that. And then Procreate, some random stuff. Back here, I do some mobile gaming. You see plugging Stardew Valley, Call of Duty, Facebook. This is the only device that I really use Facebook on. If I need to use Facebook in a pinch, I'll log onto it on the browser on my phone, but that is so unintuitive that it's almost impossible to use. So the only device that I really use that is my iPad, and since I'm not using my iPad all the time, it helps. So then I have eSword, Blue Letter Bible, and Logos Bible software, which I love. So I use this pretty much as my daily computer. It's where I check my emails. It's where I do random things. There's a Duo for WhatsApp, which is where we do our men's Bible study. There's all sorts of different things that you can use this thing for. Now, I do pair it up with a Logitech Crayon. When I upgraded to this, I thought that my Apple Pencil first generation would work. It didn't, but I had this lying around the house, and so I paired it up with this. And listen, I don't do a whole lot of drawing, so I don't need all the highest features of what Apple Pencil can do. So I just use that, and I absolutely love the combination. I really enjoy this iPad, and the other day, because I just got it, I use it as my full work device, and it did incredible. So I'm excited about that. So that's it for that main back pocket. Normally just my computer, my iPad, keep it really, really simple. In the middle compartment, that's just kind of a big dump compartment. There's a couple things for organization, but I don't really use it that much. I have this mini tripod that I carry around with me. You can use this thing as a selfie stick, which I'm not a big fan of, but if you're vlogging, which I don't do a whole lot of, but I can have it out and vlog with it. It has a Bluetooth shutter button that it comes with. Mainly I use this if I'm in my office or need to record somewhere random. I'm really bad at recording in public, but if I need to, boom, I have this available at all times with me just in case I need to do that. And that's kind of some of the bigger bag stuff. I carry in this main pocket the book that I'm reading, which is currently Misled by Alan Parr. I don't know what you think about it. This book is incredible. It's great. If you grew up with any type of bad theology or you grew up with church hurt because of certain theology, this is a book to read. It'll bring you encouragement, and I highly, highly recommend that you read that. Then I have a Bible. Right now in here is my Schuyler Quintel. I know if you know the world of Bibles, I can't believe you have that in a backpack. Bibles are meant to be torn up. I use this Bible. It came with me to work, but my everyday driver right now, Bible-wise, is actually this CSB large print thin line. It's small, it's compact, it's easy. I've been doing some random add-ins, and so this is a good Bible to do that kind of stuff in, and just to read on the lap, whatever. It's great. It's fun to mark up. I do miss my wide margins, but I really have been enjoying that Bible. I then have my notebook, which we've talked about in another video, setting it up and all that kind of stuff, which I'll post right here. This is my notebook. It's a Ezra, just from Holman Bible Publishing, and I use this for all my sermon write-ups and stuff like that. Funerals go in here, prayers go in here, personal journaling, which I don't do a ton of personal journaling, but I'm trying to be better at it. But my notebook goes in that pocket, and then with that notebook goes my pen roll. I went with a pen roll because it's more organized as I'm studying wherever. If I'm at a coffee shop, pull out this pen roll. All my pens and highlighters and stuff are laid out very, very neatly. I have a Pilot Metropolitan for my fountain pen because I do love writing with fountain pens. That just kind of goes in there. It needs some new ink. It needs to be inked up. It ran dry. So I have other pens. And we can talk about my highlighting system, my note-taking system in my Bibles in another video. But I have that pen roll that I carry with me all the time. Another thing in this pocket is this battery bank. I have a battery bank just because you never know when you're going to need one. Now, I can plug it into the backpack. I don't know if you guys caught that on the edge. That is a power port. And when we're traveling, I do that. If we're in an airport, I will plug this into that if we need it. That way we don't have to have a bunch of extra stuff out. But normally I just keep this in case I need to use it. I haven't recently, but I do need to upgrade to something a little more powerful to charge the iPad, my iPhone, all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of looking at what I want to do about that. But that's kind of a future me problem because we aren't traveling a lot right now. Then I have this little box. This little box is really cool. It's actually what carries my lapel mics. I have a 2 mic system that I can use. It connects right to my phone, which is where I record from. And then in some of my videos, I'm sure recently you've seen this little thing. That little thing is my lapel mic, and I really enjoy using it. And I think that it brings better audio quality. I'm doing this channel on a budget, and so this has really helped improve the audio quality. I really like those little microphones, and the price was right. So that's it for that pocket, which then brings us to the next kind of middle pocket. So the first 2 things I have are a couple of pens. Now, I'm sure if you're like me, you just went, why aren't those in the pin roll? 1, they don't fit. And 2, these aren't used as much as the ones that are in there. These are for my journal. So the silver one and the white one go on the brown end sheets in that journal because black doesn't and blue doesn't work. And so these are when I want to write down my quotes, my 1% quotes that I'm hearing when I'm reading or studying or listening to a podcast or whatever. So these get pulled out and get used for that. One is just a Pentel, I think it is. It might be it's a Uniball Signo, and it's a silver metallic gel pen. And then another one is a Jelly Roll 08. I've bought one of these before and I wasn't able to use it, but it's actually working really well for what I'm using it now. And it's kind of fun just to write with like the bright white ink. It makes me laugh. Then I have this dongle. I got a MacBook Air. I got 2 USB-C ports, so I need a little more juice than that. So I got 2. This takes it from 2 USB-C to 2 USB 3.0 ports. SD and micro SD, and then 2 USB-C ports as well as an HDMI. My main concern when looking for a dongle was to have USB-A ports, at least 1 powered USB-C port, a couple micro SD and SD just in case, but mainly this HDMI so that I can run a display off of my MacBook, and this little thing has come in handy. Now this one is a Zmikping. I don't even know how to pronounce the name. It's one that I actually got off of Facebook Marketplace, but you can find them all over Amazon. And I like the ones that connect to the computer and look like they're part of the computer versus a dangly dongle. I like those more than the dangly dongles. Then in this pocket is the 8-bit Do, I don't totally know how it's pronounced, SN30 Pro. This is a Bluetooth controller that can connect to multiple devices. I connected, remember I told you I did a little bit of mobile gaming on my iPad. Mainly play Stardew Valley and Call of Duty Mobile, which I've been told Call of Duty Mobile is for 12-year-olds who can't afford a system. Well, I don't want a system, and sometimes you need that Call of Duty fix. Call of Duty Mobile, play with the controller, so much better. So much better. This 8-bit Do SN30 Pro, the reason I got this specific controller was one, the price was right. They're about $50. Which isn't bad for a controller. It has rumble, it has gyro controls, it has thumbsticks. Basically, this controller is if you took an original like Super Nintendo controller and added thumbsticks. I got it in the like fluorescent or see-through green. I think it's the jungle green color. Some nostalgia in this controller, but connects to my Switch and plays Switch games really well. It connects to my iPad and plays iPad games really well. And so I got this. Now, I don't mobile game all the time, but if you're in the middle of a project and you get done, you just need a few minutes, you power this bad boy up, jump on, play a couple rounds, jump back into whatever you got going. Or talking about putting a Switch down in our youth area. If the kids want to get down on some Smash Brothers, some Mario Kart, boom, I'll have a controller always ready to jump in with our teens and make them laugh that their lead passer is super good at Mario Kart. Not good at Smash, though. I got told I button mash at Smash, and so that was a little hurtful. I do keep some Crappy's Feel Better Fade Fighters. These probably need to be discarded because I'm sure that they are expired. So these are to help with focus, and sometimes I need that, but I kind of want to switch to like something else like an Alpha Brain, or there's a couple others that just help with focus. I have really bad ADHD, and so sometimes I just kind of get distracted or I get bogged down. So that's in there. I don't really use that a whole lot, but it is in there if I need it. And then lastly, but not least, is the charger to go with my MacBook Air. Now, the reason I carry a charger with me is not because I work so intensely that I killed the battery. The battery actually lasts a long time, but it's so that I can power it, keep it closed, and run an external monitor and just have that monitor. Now, if you didn't know, because of Sidecar, I can use my iPad as a secondary screen on my MacBook, so I have that capability as well. And really my goal is to have something that works together, which is why I went with the iPad Air, why I have a MacBook, why I use my iPhone, Apple Watch. My ecosystem is locked down in Apple right now, but for what I do, I absolutely love it. So that's it. Now, occasionally, I'll carry a mouse, which I have this one here. This is my MX Master 3. I love this mouse. It's a great mouse. It's ergonomic. It's responsive. It's super programmable. I love it. I also have a Logitech Triathlon that sits at the church office. Currently, I leave 2 different sets of peripherals in the 2 different offices, and we'll talk about it. I want to do a home office tour. I want to do my church office tour, but I'm currently getting that set up because we just moved offices. So sometimes I'll carry a mouse. Sometimes I'll carry a tech pouch that has cables and stuff if I need to charge any of my other devices. But right now, bare minimum, I'm not gone a lot. I work from home a lot, so I'm always have my chargers with me. But when I go, I'm normally gone for a few hours, and my tech will last that time. So that's all that's in my tech bag. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It's not in my tech bag. That's all that I really carry in my pastor bag, if you will. Now, the baseline stuff is the pen roll, the journal, a Bible, and my iPad. So in the little bag, these are the things that I carry with the iPad. And then in the medium bag, it'll go like all that stuff plus whatever else I need. In the big bag, it's everything that you see today. So it's very flexible. I try to have a mobile system depending on what I need to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like, drop a comment. Hey, let me know, what was the most interesting thing that you didn't expect coming? For me, if I was watching this video, it'd probably be that controller. But maybe you're different. What was the most unexpected thing? I guess it could be the pen roll because I'm young and I use a pen roll like an old man. And then tell me what your favorite thing is to carry. What's the most necessary thing that you have to have with you externally? In the comments, let's create some conversation. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Remember that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. It's the only name by which man must be saved. And I can tell you a lot of stuff about my life, about the Bible, about Bibles, whatever. That's the most important thing for you to get. So I hope that you guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one.